Micah Parsons and the Packers had an absolutely great debut in week 1 of the NFL as they dominated the Lions. I say 27-6. The box score says 27-13. Jansen, what was your take on Green Bay just having this new energy, this new life? They're getting number 1 rankings in power rankings. They're being viewed as the second best team in the NFC to knock off the Eagles for a repeat. What is your take?
My take is this, man. The Packers, they were physical. They were physical. This reminded me of an old school game, literally. And I like how you said that 6 points, because literally the Lions couldn't move the ball for nothing.
They couldn't. Jared Goff was exactly exposed for what he is.
Wow. I mean, we'll get more into that, but I'll say this, man. The Lions offense just, it looked lost.
Yeah.
It looked like one of those old school games where you're at Pittsburgh at 4:30 and you know their defense is going to carry them, or the Ravens. The Packers defense looked elite. That's what I saw to them. I saw 11 players every single down. AJ, every single down. Every single down going hard, Adam. That's what I saw.
Yep.
I saw that Micah Parsons, he looked re-energized. He finally got the sack, and the crowd was into it. But I seen 11 guys, Adam, just go after it. And I seen Jared Goff struggle. This offense, they were having problems moving the ball consistently.
Oh, yeah.
That was an issue. Moving the ball consistently. There was no running game. There was no rhythm at all into the garbage time where they scored. But the Packers, if we're specifically just going on one game, the Packers look excellent. The Packers look like a team that could win the Super Bowl. That's how they look week 1. I know they don't pass out championships in week 1, Adam, but wow. I was really impressed by the Packers. The Packers might have been the most impressive team to me because they look complete. The Packers look like a team that can move the ball vertically down the field. They look like a team that can complete short passes. Love looked comfortable. He looked like someone who's like, hey, another year experience, and this could be the year I bring the team not just to the NFC Championship game, what people are expecting, but to the Super Bowl. Love looked good. He looked good. And this team looks pretty balanced. And that's what I love. But the defense really did it for me, man. The defense did it for me, getting to the quarterback, just airtight coverage. They shut the Lions down completely. I say the Packers, they're up there for the most impressive team in week 1. They look great. And right now, I would say this, too. Call it a hot take, call whatever you want to say. They play the Eagles right now, they're beating the Eagles. They play the Eagles right. If the Eagles catch them, and I don't have the schedule in front of me. Maybe I need to Google it real quick. But right now, they look like they could beat the Eagles. So we could be talking Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, it could definitely be possible for the Packers. I mean, a lot of people coming out saying that they were the most impressive team in week 1, no question about it because of like the way that they looked with Micah Parsons, the way that they just absolutely shut down the Lions offense. And it was crazy to know that Micah Parsons only played 45% of the snaps and their defense looked that good, Jansen. He didn't even play 50% of the defensive snaps. And Green Bay only gave up really 6 points in hindsight before they scored the touchdown, the Lions, at the end to make it 27-13. Like, we could really be potentially talking about the best defense in the NFL already before we even get into week 2. And, like, real quick, Jansen, because I'm actually trying to look up teams right now because I think it's just a great, conversation to really have. Like, let's talk about the possibility of the Green Bay Packers being the best defense in the NFL. So real quick, while we're kind of on the spot, let's do a King of the Hill Green Bay Packers defense edition. So it's going to be the Green Bay Packers or the Baltimore Ravens defense.
You want me to decide right now?
Yeah. What do you think? It's just a little quick one.
I'm going to stay Packers. Taking Packers right now.
All right. Packers or the Eagles defense?
Packers.
Okay. Packers or the Broncos defense?
Man.
That's a good one. You're talking about probably the best defense in the league, packing the best defensive player because they have the reigning DPOY and Pat Surtain. PS2.
That Broncos defense, that's close. Packers.
All right.
That's close, though.
All right. I guess one of the final good ones here, I think if we're talking about powerhouse defenses in the NFL, Packers, maybe a couple more. Packers defense or the Niners defense?
Packers.
All right. Packers defense or the Rams defense?
Rams have a really good defense too, but Packers.
Very true. Very true. Let me just make sure that I'm breaking it down correctly here. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I think when you're talking about some of the best defenses right there, you know, there's no question that you're looking at some of the top ones. Okay, let's give a little bit of a nod to another defensive coach. Packers defense or the Chargers defense?
Packers.
Packers
take the
defense
Packers.
or the Patriots defense?
Patriots defense might be the best defense in that division this year, but still going with the Packers.
Very good. Packers or Chiefs going up against Steve Spagnuolo, one of the best defensive coordinators in the league?
That's tough, but right now we're talking Packers, man. And again, this week 1, but we're talking Packers.
Yeah, no, we're just having some fun. Packers or Titans defense? I think this one's easy, but just trying to give some respect to some of the notable defenses in the league.
Packers.
Packers defense or the Commanders defense?
Packers all the way. We're still going Packers.
Yeah, it's Packers running the pack here, clearly. I think you guys get the theme that the Green Bay Packers are going to have one of the better defenses in the league. Here we go. Probably last two. Packers defense or Steelers defense?
Packers.
And
Steelers defense, I do believe will get better.
Yeah.
Week 1 wasn't the best performance against the Jets, but they'll get better.
Right. And final one, Packers defense or the Seahawks defense?
I believe Seahawks have a good defense, but Packers.
Yeah. So clearly Packers are running the board. The Packers win this King of the Hill edition Green Bay Packers, or King of the Hill Green Bay Packers defense edition. Very good way to dig into it there. All right, I'll get into my takeaways here for the game. You know, it was just crazy though, talking about Micah Parsons not even playing 50% of those snaps. Jordan Love had all sorts of time in this ball game and just comfort to deliver a good game from the pocket. Like, where was Aiden Hutchinson? Where were some of those other defensive players that we were expecting to come out and really play at a high level, you know, for the Lions? I mean, 10 minutes in, Jordan Love has 8 completions to 8 receivers in this game. It just shows you that the Lions defense, like, they were missing Aaron Glenn. They were missing Ben Johnson. That was very clear. I think the simplicity and the scheme of the Jaden Reed touchdown pass that was just a float right over the Lions defender's head, like, there was never any chance that it wasn't going to be a touchdown. It just really summed up the Lions defense in one play kind of in this game, show you how the Packers just really ran the field. And I mean, Micah Parsons, of course, just immediately showed his impact in this one. He had a sack at the end of the game and then applying pressure, which helped lead to Jared Goff's interception. And clearly Jared Goff is just one of the last few immobile quarterbacks in this league. In the middle of the third quarter, you see that each team has 186 yards each, but Green Bay is up by 11. That just shows you they're controlling the clock when it's needed. They're controlling the fields that they're having put in front of them. Josh Jacobs with 9 straight games of scoring a touchdown is just absolutely something that Packers fans have to love. The Lions average a top 5 offense every year with Ben Johnson, but in this game, they had 246 after having 410 yards per game last season, being a top offense in the National Football League. And the Lions just couldn't run the ball. 23 carries for 46 yards, and you have Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery in that backfield? Now, I understand. Right. Totally understand. You just went up against that Packers defense who could be vying for the best in the league after week 1. Maybe a bit of an overreaction, but we had some fun discussing it. And just, the Packers absolutely dared Jared Goff to beat them. They literally said, Jared Goff, we're going to make you drop back and beat us with your arm because we're going to stack the box. We're not letting Gibbs get open. We're going to play a couple of single high safeties, 2 high safety shelves. Like, we are not letting Amon-Ra or Jameson Williams beat us. You can have the short over the middle. You can have your drag routes. You can have your slants. You can have fun with Sam Laporta, but you are not going to beat us over the back. You can try to run the ball, but we're going to stack the box, and they just clearly came in and absolutely dominated.
Hey, it's AJL here. Appreciate you sticking to the end of the video here on YouTube. You could have chose any other show, but you chose my video, and for that, I'm very grateful. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media. Hit the bell on the channel so you never miss a post. Check me out on all social media platforms. Right here, you'll find a chance to subscribe to the show, a related video, and a playlist. See you guys in the next one.